Epic intro music.
Hello, this is Lycaon Pictus and welcome to my first Stellaris playthrough. And I am going to be doing a playthrough as the galaxy's first Progenitor race. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to do this playthrough is that I've already got 5 games on the go currently and I wanted a nice relaxed playthrough. And as you can see, I've gone with the Ospranian hierarchy, which is a military dictatorship. My ruler is the Eyes of Silver, a female Ospranian at the age of 43 with the trait Space Miner and Explorer, and I think that's a good base start. The capital, Osprania, we have Fanatic Authoritarian, which means we can enslave aliens, and it allows the castle citizenship type. It gives us +1 monthly influence to the Empire, and it gives us a plus 10% slave resource production. A single voice, a single throne, a single state. It is the solemn duty of the masses to obey those enlightened few who have been charged with the great responsibility of leadership. We are militarists. We can use the no retreat war doctrine. We have -10% war exhaustion gain and +10% fire rate. We won't really need the -10 war exhaustion as there's only going to be primitive civilizations. I still thought it was interesting just to show how the Ospranian hierarchy are as a race. So, under civics, we have police state to quash any traces of dissent. The population in this repressive society is carefully monitored and controlled by a large internal police force. Unrest -25% and piracy risk -25%. Now, the whole reason I wanted to do this type of playthrough is that so far I've only got 17 hours game time, and the majority of that has been into a Democratic People's Republic of Earth playthrough, and I just wanted to change things up. Mining guilds. Several large mining guilds have reached a dominant position in this society. The government relies heavily on their support, plus 10% mineral production, which will really come in handy. And the traits, we have a desert preference. The climatic preference is determined by the genetic level by eons of evolution or skillful manipulation. And they have adaptive, which is the habitability plus 10%, which will definitely help for colonising all those worlds. So we have, in the eons since the first primitive Ospranian communities took shape amid the great dune seas of Osprania, our civilization has spread and prospers. Technological progress has been swift, but as our numbers grew, the civilian population became increasingly restless. With our world on the brink of anarchy, the military stepped in to restore the rule of law. A new order was established to safeguard our nation from all threats, both external and internal. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Ospranian hierarchy have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Let's begin! Okay, so first things first is we're not doing any technology. So I want to straight away sort out the technology. So we have wings of white, plume of gold, eyes of magenta. I'm going to kick it off straight away with research speed, because that's always useful. I will go for the research speed, the pop growth speed, and the ceramo metal armor. I want to keep it simple to start with. Research speed and population growth speed is self-explanatory really, and I would like the ceramo metal armor just to improve the military. We already have 1 science ship and 1 construction ship. We have a basic fleet and the Osprey Station and Osprania. So we have Governor Claws of Cyan, which looks pretty useful. Plus 10 food, -20 hydroponic farm build cost, clear bucket time, building speed time. So the first thing I'm going to do is clear the sprawling slums with the first amount of energy credits that we own. Okay, so we've got a research station, a mining station, we have a Class G star, which are often referred to as yellow dwarves. Okay, so first thing that I want to do is build a mining station at Carcana. Let's pop out, see what we've got around us. Okay, so that's an interesting start. I like that. I've gone for the standard elliptical galaxy shape. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do with the science ship is send them over to here to survey the system. Then I shall come back to Ospera and I will start building mining stations. So I'm going to build a mining station here, just to see if there's anything else that I want to spend money on to start with. I think I'm going to leave that all as it is for now, as we don't need to worry too much about the military on this playthrough. But again, I do say I hope that you bear with me if it's a bit of a slow start, because it has been a while since I played the game. I'm quite a fan of using the randomize feature, because for example, when I play Crusader Kings or EU4 or any similar game, I usually like to start as the underdogs and just pick some random nation in the middle of nowhere and just try to bring them glory. However, in this, I am certain it is the opposite of an underdog playthrough, but we'll just have to see how it goes, and I'll be enjoying the new story packs and everything. Every DLC, I think I've got every DLC except for the humanoid species pack and the music. So hopefully we'll see all those new storylines that I haven't played as before. So we're gonna advance time. I think leaving it on fast is probably good for now. And we'll begin exploring the next system while building this mining station. So what else have we got to build here? We could get another mining station there, and we can get a research station over there. But I think that's actually it for this system, yes. So Osprania is quite good. We begin with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We begin with 8 pops and a 9th one growing, which is quite useful, and it's a reasonable planet size. Oh, and we got the tile blocker cleared, so that's good. So we are producing a suitable amount of food there, I have to say.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we built the mining station. Now I will just send them over there to build that mining station. Can I send them to do both? No. Okay, so this science ship will be exploring the next system over, and then we can go and have a look which system borders us. Hopefully we've reached the primitive races already. That would be the most exciting thing. I would definitely be up for taking any suggestions or tips on how to improve playing the game. If someone wants to name something in-game, I'd be happy to oblige. I do aim to be as interactive as possible on all of my series, so any suggestions I will try and incorporate into the playthrough.
Construction complete.
Okay, so construction complete. Now we'll build the research station. Ooh, fantastic. So we've explored the next system. Let's go have a look at that. So nothing amazing here. We've got a class A star. So nothing typically out of the order here. One place to set up a mining station, and oh, what's this? Playful Ruins. Now I haven't actually seen this before. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Okay, so we'll definitely do that. Okay, so we can send the scientists to research this planet. The current scientist finds this anomaly challenging because he's 2 levels below, so the anomaly will take 180 more days to research. However, I think that's fair enough at the moment because we can't really do anything about that. So we'll send him off doing that. And then the construction ship, once he's done there, we'll bring him up to Bunda. So we can take a quick look at the fleet. What can we do here? So let's have a look at the modules. So we can get a shipyard. We may build one ship at a time in parallel with other shipyards. So that's the base thing we can start with. So we get naval capacity +4 for every anchorage. And a trading hub is a civilian docking area where merchants and traders conduct business. At the moment, I'm thinking I'll go for the trading hub. So we'll get that going in the starbase. We don't need a leader on the murder of Barra for now because we don't have any enemies. So basically, you go into Asprania. You can have a look at the armies, the surface, the planet summary, and the spaceport. And the spaceport is where you buy the colony ship, the science ship, and the construction ship. So I think, how much upkeep is that? It's 1 energy credit, so that's easy. Okay, so I'll build a second science ship. I'm not going to build a second construction ship right now because I don't feel we really need one right now, but we will soon be in need of one. So the construction ship is now finished, so we'll move him over here. We'll build a star-based outpost. Okay, so to get a star-based outpost we need 75 influence, so I'll just go and enter the orbit of Bunda and hang around for the influence, which will be very, very soon. So the system has been surveyed and we are currently researching the anomaly at 47%. So let's hope we find the primitive civilization already. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? So heading back to Bundra, we should be able to build the outpost now. Okay, so we have built the trading hub, that's good. So he's still researching that. Interesting. And the construction ship can now build an outpost in the Bunda system. Okay, so we've discovered an abandoned amusement park. The structures on Bunda 3 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Claus of Teal notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from. And that, to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless to us Aspranians, it looks most like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing. Okay. So, can we not actually do anything with that? It doesn't look like we're actually able to do anything with that. Ruins on a barren world. Interesting. So, we'll be sending this science ship north to survey the system, and then we'll assign a leader here. We'll recruit one more. So we need to wait till we get 200 credits. And what's the upkeep? So we can have research speed up, which we don't really want, because we want... they're all research speed. So we'll wait till we get 200 credits to assign a new captain for that one. Let's have a look at these guys. Expertise particles, expertise biologies, and adaptable. Click to reassign the scientist. So I might reassign this guy. So we'll begin building our mining stations. We'll have 2 mining stations here. And we'll begin to survey Percad. So now we have the 200 armory credits, we can recruit an extra science officer. So I will go for this guy. And then I think I will reassign the leader here because he has adaptable for this available one with plus 10% research speed. So therefore this guy will be leading our science ship. Because he has plus 25% leader experience gain, so that will be very helpful for exploring anomalies and such. So we will send him to explore this system here. Then I would actually like to build a second construction ship just to speed things up. So we'll wait till that's done. So this construction ship's about to finish his job.
Construction complete.
So we shall send him to build the last mining station as soon as we've got the credits, which should tick over now. Ooh, we found a habitable planet, and it's a desert world. Desert world is our preference, isn't it? I thought, but it's not a 100% habitable planet for some reason. Yes, so we have a desert world, which is a habitability of 100%, and they have found a desert world here. Ah, okay, so we haven't surveyed it. So we got this construction ship ready now, and I think we'll send him to move here for now. We'll wait for the influence gain to increase so we can build another outpost. Okay, so the construction has completed here, and he's actually done here. So, we'll send this construction ship to enter the orbit here. Aha! And the Claws of Teal has gained a level. Great stuff. What have we got here? Ooh, yes. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the traditions. So, do we want expansion, domination, prosperity, harmony, discovery, diplomacy, or supremacy? Now, I'm thinking the Ospranian hierarchy like the sound of expansion, supremacy, and discovery. We'll just have a look to see what these do quickly. Army damage, unity output, fleet command rate. So it's not all, we don't really need that for this playthrough. So I think I'm going to adopt the expansion tradition to start with. And then we'll look at, as soon as the technology is finished, we'll look into building our first ship. This one with ceramo metal armor. I like the music on this game. I think the music's really good. I don't have the additional music pack, but I would like it at some point in the future too. Okay, so the construction ship, well, he's just waiting around really. Aha! The Eurasian Concordat. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Iramian 2. From what we have translated so far of their language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves the Eurasian Concordat. They were an interstellar power that held sway over this region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have been 6-limbed mammalians, and there are several references to some sort of plague called the Javorian Pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction.
Situation log updated.
So let's have a look at that quickly, because there's a habitable planet, and it should be 100%. No, it's 90, but we get plus 10%, but I assume that's already been added on. Okay, so we'll get ready to incorporate this into our borders. How's the construction ship doing? Ah, the outpost has less influence for this one, so we'll go ahead and do that. What are we missing there? Oh, right, we just have to wait for the system to be fully surveyed first. Fantastic. Okay, so now we have finished surveying the area, we shall build the starbase outpost, and we'll send the research ship. There's nothing to investigate here, I don't think. So now we'll send this science ship over here. And we can begin colonising our second planet soon. I'd like to remove some tile blockers in our home world though. Now, can we clear any of them? We can, because they're only industrial wastelands and sprawling slumps, so that's good. So, let's clear the, I think, this one first, but it doesn't really matter. I'd like the energy credits and the minerals first before going on to the research areas. But look, the pop's already building here. Oh, okay, so we already start... Oh, I didn't even see that. So we already start with enslaved pops. That's interesting.
Construction.
So they're the same... Oh, that's very interesting. So we actually only have 4 non-enslaved pops. Okay. And they're the same species, but we have slaves. Right. So we'll build a research station here, and then we'll look into colonising this place. What have we got here? We got deep sinkholes and mountain ranges. Interesting. So yeah, basically we want to colonise this one straight off from Osprania. So we'll save up the 300 credits for that. And where do we want to land first? Okay, so I'll work that in a second. However, we have discovered another anomaly. Our sensors indicate odd irregularities in Quabi A's energy emission pattern. Yes, let's research that one straight away. The place in which we want to drop the administration is probably this one here in the desert terrain. Ooh, look at this! 8 mineral resources over there. Now that's pretty good. We definitely want to incorporate that system at some point. The Ospranian hierarchy has begun. Oh, okay. So I forgot to build something here. I will just build it anyway, and we'll just wait for 300 after this. So we want a hydroponics farm here, and I will start clearing the rest of these tile blockers. Okay, so we've fully surveyed the Percad system. Now, we only have 148 influence, but I would like to incorporate this one as soon as we've saved up for the colony, because I'd like to save up for that colony ship before I start doing anything else. So we can send the science ship to go and survey there. Ooh, star patterns. The latest sensory readings from Quabi A showed the star pulsating regularly, but when the crew on the OHY studying eye arrived on the site, there were no evidence to support this data. While most of the crew are in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensory malfunction, Eyes of Magenta discards this theory. Eyes of Magenta claims to have discovered similar pulsating energy emission patterns elsewhere, and now fears that something strange is happening to the galaxy's stars. He has charted the course to the nearest affected star. We must get to the bottom of this.
Situation log updated.
So, let's have a look at the situation log. No entries. Oh wait, no, I hadn't clicked on it. Never mind. So, we have to find the Lycaon, the Precursors. They are extinct, and we are currently the only progenitor race at the moment. But it doesn't look like we were the first Precursor Empire. We have recovered artifacts from the Lycaon Concordat. They are an interstellar power that held sway over a portion of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. The 6-limbed mammalian Irasians had unusually weak immune systems that made them especially vulnerable to alien diseases. Some sources claim the Irasians rendered extinct by the Jevorian pox, a devastating plague that swept across their empire. If we can find enough relics from their civilization, it may be possible to pinpoint the location of their home world. Now that's interesting.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and remember you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram.